something a little different, outside the box.
We haven't had that yet, so that's a bold shout line.
Oh, boys.
Love Guinness, drank.
And I'm going to kick things off at Maxwell with my goalkeeper. Have some international utility, so make sure you head over to my Twitter to enter the giveaway to have a chance to win. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Budget Battles. Today we're on episode 7 and we are joined with the reward winning J-League killing Sorare Maxwell.
Hi mate, how's it going? Thanks for the invite, I'm really excited for the challenge.
For those of you guys that don't know who Sorare Maxwell is, he is a Welsh content creator in the Sorare space who covers the J-League, K-League and all stuff contender really. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, he also has some very good rewards. Be sure to check out his channel, linked in the description down below. So here are the rules for today's episode. Starting things off, me and Maxwell are going to agree on a competition and budget that we'll be playing over the weekend. Secondly, we will complete the lineup phase incognito, so separately, just so we don't ruin the results for each other. It makes it more interesting when we reveal each other's teams. And third and finally, the loser will have to give away one of the cards in their lineup. Please note that XP and collection bonus will not be counted. So we are joined with Maxwell, and we have of course got to pick our budget and competition for today. And I have been picking the competitions for the last few, so I'm going to go ahead and let Maxwell pick the competition for this weekend.
Okay, so this weekend I thought something a little different, outside the box. I'm gonna go for Bundesliga. I forgot to say, I think I chose Bundesliga as I'm wearing a FC Cologne top. So.
Oh, okay, Bundesliga. We haven't had that yet, so that's a bold shout. You know what? As well, you've caught me off guard here because I don't actually think I've watched a single Bundesliga game this season. So, do you know what? I've actually watched more Bundesliga 2 than Bundesliga 1. So, so that'll be fun and interesting. And we have quite a few German boys that watch these budget battles, so I know they'll love that one. And for the budget today, then let's go with let me think. Let's go with should we go with like weird number? Let's go with £17. Bit of a weird one, but yeah. Let's get on to building some of them lineups then. If you're watching this video now and you're thinking about signing up Sorare, do not forget to use my link in the description down below. It does really help out a small creator like myself, and if you do use that link, you will even win yourself a free limited card. It is Friday morning and we have a Bundesliga in-season team to build with a £17 budget to face off against Maxwell, and we're starting off in net with Oliver Baumann. I'll be honest, I just think the fixture's quite good. I don't know, on paper it's actually set, because obviously Hoffenheim haven't been playing that good this year, but yeah, I don't know, I don't think Sao Pauli have ever been that great, but like I said, I'm not too knowledgeable in the Bundesliga. But yeah, I think Hoffenheim should be alright there. So I went with the goalkeeper. In defence, I went with Danny Da Costa. It does say on Sorare that he might be injured, but I checked Predictify, it said 90%. He got subbed off early last game, but apparently he's alright. And he was just too cheap to not pick up. So went with Danny Da Costa in defence. Then in midfield, we've gone with Jason Lee, who's actually a very strong midfielder, scoring about, really good AA. Gets about 10 to 15 AA a game, which is decent, and obviously very capable of getting decisive as well. Obviously 2 assists in his last game, so hopefully he can get decisive for us this weekend. But I will say Mainz have quite a tough fixture here. I think it's like a European battle, so might be a bit of a tough one, but we'll see if he can do the business for me. Then we've gone with probably my favourite Bundesliga player, just in general. I really do love Kramaric. Yeah, so I had to put him in just because I love him. So yeah, I'm not going to do the Bundesliga without having Kramaric. Come on. And then the last player to complete my team is Ko Itakura. And yeah, I think he's again. The fixture is a bit of a toss-up, to be honest, but yeah, I just think he's a great scoring defender, so I'm hoping that one of these boys, well, obviously I've got three different teams, three different like clean sheets to hope for. Obviously the Bundesliga not the best for clean sheets, so probably not a great idea. But yeah, with the budget, I just think it makes the most sense to go with some hitters in midfield and forward, and then just sort of suffer a little bit with the defense. But yeah, that's the sort of strategy I went with. I'll be interested to see what Maxwell does. I have gone with Captain Kramaric because obviously, like I said, most of the budget was spent in Kramaric and the midfielder, and that's sort of the strategy I went with here. And yeah, so I went with Kramaric captain, and then how much we paid for each player. So we picked up Bauman for £6.73. We picked up Lee for £3.34. Kramaric for £4.22. Danny DaCosta for 87p. And then last but not least, we actually have two. We have two Itakaras. But I think either way, we're under budget, so we'll just say £1.59 for Itakura, and I believe that is £16.75 for our budget. Let's see what Maxwell has built.
Okay, so I've done my scouting and I've selected 5 players for the Bundesliga in season competition. We've stayed inside the £17 budget, and the first player we have is Nikola Vasilj, a keeper who is playing at home to Hoffenheim. He has a decent clean sheet percentage and was quite reasonable compared to other in-season Bundesliga keepers. In defence, we have Mainka. He's playing at home in a huge bottom of the table clash to Holstein Kiel, a must-win for them. In midfield, we have Julian Weigl. He's playing away from home, but his big score on Sorare data was really high, and he was again really reasonable. And then in the forward spot, we have Leroy Sané. He's playing away from home. He was rested in the midweek Champions League game, so hopefully he starts this one. And as an extra position, we have Skorupski. He is playing against Mainka, but as a forward, he's able to get decent AA, so I've gone for him as an extra position. And in terms of our captain, I feel like we have to go with Leroy Sané. He's 65% to play on Sorare inside, but I think if he does start, he has a chance of a dark green score. So we'll go for Sané as a captain in this team. So let's quickly have a look at how much I paid for all these players. We did manage to stay within budget. Nikola Vasilj was our most expensive player, costing us £6.69. Mainka, who has a really good L15, was only £1.89. Julian Weigl, also capable of dark green scores, was only £1 for his in-season card. Skorupski was 43 pence. I think I paid 34 for him, but Sorare says 43, so we'll go with that. And Leroy Sané, our second most expensive purchase, was £6.30 for his in-season card. So yeah, those are the 5 players I've gone for this time. Quite confident they will perform, and we'll see. Hopefully I come out on top.
Our channel has finally become a partner with YouTube, and that means that you boys can become a member on the channel. How you would do that is by clicking the join button down below, and you can see all the exclusive perks to becoming a member on this channel. Not only that, but you would be massively helping and supporting a small creator in myself, making more videos like this one for you guys to enjoy. So I would really appreciate if you did join our membership down below. Thank you. Let's get on with the video.
Oh, boys, I just watched my first Bundesliga game this season, and let me tell you.
Okay, so the weekend has been. How was your weekend, Maxwell?
Yeah, good. Busy. Celebrating St. Paddy's Day here, so a lot of Guinness drank. In terms of Sorare, not bad. I got 62nd place in Contender Division 1, which means I only get £4, but I got, I think, 477 points. So it's a tough one, like getting that many points and only getting £4. they obviously pay the same amount down to 750th place or something like that. So bit gutted, but take the £4.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a monster score, to be fair. 477. I mean, I think my highest ever score on Sorare is like, I think like 520. So I mean, not even, and I got a podium for that. So it's like yeah, definitely a monster score there. For myself, I mean, I watched a lot of football, to be fair. I watched a lot, but obviously Newcastle didn't play in the Premier League, so obviously Sorare wise, pretty boring one for me because most of my gallery is just Newcastle. But I did watch the game yesterday, and obviously Newcastle won against Liverpool in the final. So yeah, that made my weekend pretty much epic. And of course, Lando Norris won in the F1, so a great weekend overall. But yeah, let's get into the results of the budget battle then. Come on, boys, let's go. Okay, so time to reveal our squads to each other then. Obviously, me and Maxwell have no idea what even players that each other have, so this should be interesting. And yeah, we've decided today to go in order of lowest to highest. And I'm going to kick things off, Maxwell, with my goalkeeper, who did score me 28 points with an error led to goal, unfortunately. Mr. Oliver Baumann, the Hoffenheim keeper. And unfortunately, they did lose 1-0 to St. Pauli away from home. So, not the best of starts, but I'm on 28. You can go ahead and reveal your first player.
Okay, so the first player I have is Steven Skrvski. It's I don't really know how to pronounce that second name. He's a forward. He plays for Holsten Kiel and he scored 36 points.
Okay, alright, so slight lead for you then, going into the second announcement. And my second player is my defender in Danny DaCosta. Obviously, mine's defender, and they conceded 2. And unfortunately, he didn't really do anything either. So only scored 32 points, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest, because I did think that mines were going to be alright in that game. Although it was a proper, fight for Europe, a European match, I did think that mines were going to win, but they got an early red card, and that made it very tough for them. So after my first 2 players, I am on the score of 60.
So my second player is Julian Weigel. He plays in midfield for Borussia Mönchengladbach and they beat Werder Bremen 4-2. Unfortunately, he didn't get decisive, but he got some solid AA and he got 54.1 points.
Okay, so Maxwell is on 90 points after 2 scores, and I am on 60, so I got some catching up to do. My next player is Mr. Jae-Sung Lee from Mines. Again, didn't score the best because they got an early red card, which sort of is the story of my lineup, really. And he only scored 36 points, so I'm on 96 after 3 scorers. So yeah, go on then, mate. Go ahead and show your third player.
My third player is my goalkeeper. He had a Friday night game, thankfully no curse. He kept a clean sheet. Not a lot of AA, but he got 61 points. Nikola Vasilj in goal for St. Pauli. So the total so far after 3 players is 151 points.
Wow, so you went with the other goalkeeper to mine. So our goalkeepers played against each other, and one kept a clean sheet, and the other one got an error led to goal. So I think we know who went with the better option. All right, so my next player then. So you're on 150 odd. I'm gonna need a lot. I'm gonna need a lot here. So my next player is Kramaric, who again. I'm on the wrong side of the teams because he did lose 1-0 and unfortunately did not get decisive. But he actually got a little bit of AA, unlike the other 3 players, and scored 47 points. And he was my captain as well. So all in all, he scores me 70 points, which takes me to 166 altogether.
So my fourth player was actually my captain, Leroy Sané. He didn't start the game, but luckily for me, he came off the bench and he scored. So his score was 68 points, and with a captaincy bonus, a total of 102. So after 4 players, I'm currently on 253 points.
Well, congratulations, Maxwell, because even with my last player, I don't even reach your 4th player. So my last player was Ko Itakura, who, like I said previously, was on a winning Marussia Gladbach team, but did not get a decisive and only scored 52 points. So my total for today is 218, which means you are the winner. So congratulations, and you can go ahead and reveal your squad to the video.
So the last player I went for Manka. He plays in defence for Heidenheim. He was playing against my forward, but I gambled on him. He had a really high pick score and he got 70.9 points, even though they did concede a goal. So the total for my team was 324 points.
Wow, 324. That is a good score, to be fair. Not too bad. And you have ended my winning streak. I was on a 2-win streak, but you know what? Congratulations, fair play. Let's get on to the spin wheel, where I am going to be giving away someone from this squad. Okay, so we are back with my team on the spin wheel, and you know what? I haven't missed this. I haven't missed this. Yeah, I don't even really know who. I mean, I guess. Do you know what? For the sake of the international break, I hope that whoever I give away has international utility. I believe Kramaric, Lee, and Co all have good international utility. So hopefully it's one of them boys for you lot that we're going to be giving away today. Let's spin the wheel. Who are we going to be giving away? It is... Oh my god. It's back-to-back goalkeepers. We're going to be giving away Oliver Baumann. And how can people get involved in this giveaway, Maxwell?
Yeah, so just head on over to Twitter or X and have a look at our tweet, retweet and comment there, and also follow and subscribe on YouTube for more videos to both of our channels. That'd be great. Thank you again for inviting me. I actually really enjoyed it. Such a cool concept, so nice one.
There it is then, boys. Unfortunately, we do lose this week, but massive shout out to Maxwell. Obviously, so great to record with him, and he got a smashing score, so fair play. Also, I do believe Baumann might have some international utility, so make sure you head over to my Twitter to enter the giveaway to have a chance to win Oliver Baumann from this video. With that being said, I do really appreciate all the support on the videos recently. It has been very overwhelming, all of the comments and feedbacks I am getting from the channel in general, and it's very motivating for me to carry on going, so I do appreciate that, guys. With that being said, please do leave a like if you did enjoy this one, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you guys in a future Budget Battles episode. Peace.